between Suntory Sunbirds in the light blue and their opponents, the home side here in the Entrio Arena in the red, Wolfdogs Nagoya, and it's Dmitry Muzeski that plants the first one. Muzeski scoring heavily now in this game. 28 points for him. His opposite nemesis, Nimir Abdulaziz, on the other side of the net, into the 30s now. Out. Out, little too ambitious from Fukatsu, and he knows it. It wasn't a horrendous set, but that was a high-risk ball at this point in the set. And Koyama Takaki has put it wide. Ran to serve again. Good start, 2-0 for Suntory. Nimir has to go back and get that ball. Well defended by Fujinaka. Tipped. Fujinaka gets it in play again. Oya has to watch his step as he sets that ball, and unfortunately bumps it straight into the window of Nimir. That was unlucky. This is a good defensive touch, but Oya just couldn't access the ball with his hands because there was a bit of debris on court in the shape of libero Soshi Fujinaka. First time of asking then. Nimir at the service line. Massive hit, overpasses, a free ball. Wolfdogs take it. This time, Koyama shows, and this time, he's found quite beautifully. It's good work. Look how much effort the middlemen have to put in on each play. And he's not the tallest of middlemen either. He's relatively short. Is Koyama at 191. But he's marvellously available on that last play. And again, little surprised to see this early call from Olivier Lecard. But it's forced upon him because it's Nimir at the line, and he knows Nimir can maybe repeat the process over and over again to take his team out to a comfortable lead. So a wry smile from the Frenchman. He's had to burn one there, but he's happy to do so. He's got one left and 2 challenges, plus his substitutions, Lecard. Tiniona on for all 4 sets yesterday, but this is his first start to a set today. And he started in the most important set of all, this 5th set tiebreaker. Nimir needs to compose himself again and restart. Oh, what a way to find the court, and cancels out the timeout. This is one of the best aces you will see. I mean, seriously, that is unplayable. It's unplayable. 33 points, 4th ace of the match. But it's 1 in, 1 out. And we will wait and see just how interesting the scoreboard is when Nimir returns to the service line in 6 rotations' time. Muzeski may have had his say by that time. Good blocking, good reach by Onodera. Swiefka spoons it into the air, not given as a carry. And well blocked, 2 in a row for Onodera, the second one successful. 8 points in the game for him. The difference today, and one of the massive differences today, has been the middle blockers influencing the play on the Suntory Sunbirds side of the court. So Fukatsu's gone middle twice now. It's not 3 times, in fact. My apologies, it's not worked. Wingers have got to do the job here. Nimir blasts it flat at the block, but if you miss the block when you play that shot, it goes into the crowd without bouncing. No touch, no challenge. And it's Valerio Baldovan that has to press the timeout buzzer. 4-3, Suntory Sunbirds in this race to 15. Watching timeouts at this level is fascinating. Watching how the coach interacts with the players, watching the assistant coaches buzzing around the periphery, and watching Soshi Fujinaka messing around and getting told off by Masaki Oya. That was brilliant. No time for messing around now. Back to business. Tino Ernau suddenly finds himself in the lineup. Timeout works. Oniki into the net. It's not a great serve from him. Certainly not what his team needed. He's done a good job today as the Wolfdogs captain, Kenta Takanashi, in his 7th season, his only professional club here in Japan. Clips the net. Swivka passes beautifully, and Muzeski just flips it over the top of the block. He was waiting for the set, and the set just didn't come to him, so he had to go and find this. And just tip it down the line past Tine, and where was Ishikawa? He's been brilliant on the power ball, but that was a ball he really could have got to. We'll forgive him. He was waiting for the big hit. Muzeski puts one into court. Now, can they defend it? Can they get Muzeski another serve and a point for themselves? The answer is yes. Muzeski puts it into that corner, reaches 30 points, and now has a chance to change Suntory's fortunes in this match. From a 3-point lead, Muzeski serving is dangerous. Not dangerous enough. Just like the last time he visited in set 4, he's tossed the ball across himself. No wry smile this time. He knows that was a bad miss. He knows that was an important point for his team. Now they've got to work this 2-point advantage. It's good, but is it going to be good enough? Out of system, way out of system. Good block. Good block from Ernau. That's a very classy play from Tine Ernau for his first point of the match. Watch the timing on this. Watch the amount of time he waits. He's done very well there, and goodness knows what Kon was up to. I think he was trying to cover a potential tip for Ishikawa, but he nearly knocked Tine off his balance. Things getting a bit tasty again. Swivka defended nicely by Takanashi, and Ernau hammers hard into 5, well defended by Ran. Muzeski goes again, and this time is successful. The celebration from Ran Takahashi tells you plenty. He knows that was another massive point for Suntory, and it's been converted well. Well, I make it Nimir on 33 with 4 aces. And Muzeski on 31 with no aces. He served a little better today, served heavy, but he's been inconsistent once again. And both men will have a role to play from the service line at the back end of this set. Assuming, that is, that we continue with the side-out feel to the game. Swivka next. That brings Ran to the front court. His block has been relatively good today. He's had a couple of massive stops on Nimir one-on-one. But they've got Oya out on this side against Ernau. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not the player you would expect to put the ball in the net. Alexander Swivka under pressure as well. Pressure gets to everybody. This is a man that likes a bit of pressure. Let's see if Fukatsu can come up with a serve. No, he's wafted it out of play. It's catching. But it's all about the situation in this match that is affecting the thinking of the players. Well, we know what's going to happen here. Highest ball toss in the league from Alan Diamas. This nearly disappears off your screens before it eventually comes down for the Cuban to hit it. If it's in, it's usually good. It's out. 4 or 5 serve errors between the two teams on the bounce now. Someone will get a ball in soon. Now back to the reliability, the super reliability of Tina Earnhardt. Surely this goes in. It does, and with pressure. What a shot. We have barely seen Ran Takahashi access that steep angle during these 2 matches against Wolfdogs. He did it the whole time against Blazers. But that's what he's got, and that's what he needs to bring. Double figures for Ran. It's been a slog today. But that's a good shot. Oya puts it in. Earnhardt passes. Nimir into the block. It's a massive stop from Aniki. That'll be his best block of the day. And potentially the most important. And that means a huge amount to him. That's the 7th point of the game for Aniki. It is a huge stop on Nimir. And I think he had to drop his right hand quite a long way to make it. 11-8. Suntory in control now. Valerio Baldovan's second time out. Nimir still holds all the keys. Let's have a look at Aniki's block. Oh, good activity. Good activity with the right hand. It's a belting stop. Getting all the plaudits. Well, he still believes. He's won quite a few big games for all his previous clubs and for his international team, Holland. The Netherlands reliant on him in these crunch games and at these clutch times, but this is a big ask now. No, tight, too tight. Blockers were in the mix. Muzeski came in to try and cover the middle of the pipe, and it's just given a bit of space out on the wing for Takahashi. That's a nice kill from the captain, but it was rather gifted to him by the Suntory blockers. You can understand it. It was a one-handed set from Fukatsu. They didn't expect it to go all the way to the wing. 2-point cushion. Kon to serve. It's another flat one, well passed by Fujinaka. Takahashi loads heavy on the shot, but it's not put away. They need this point, Suntory. And Muzeski gives it to them. Well, MVP has been up in the air for most of this match, but Muzeski might just be getting a hand on the award. Good put away. Re-establishes the 3-point cushion. Ram will serve. It means Nimir will get to the service line with a minimum of 2 points to find. Well, that's beautifully done. It will be the 2 points that Nimir has to close. 2 aces, wouldn't put it past him. Fine shot. 34 points in the match. Can he extend that with a run here? Ball's in play. They've got to side this out. And Muzeski is defended brilliantly by Earnhardt. Into the air for Takahashi. He drops it short. Oya's on it. And Muzeski from a standing start belts the living daylights out of the ball. Oh my goodness. He's put everything through that. And he's floored Ishikawa. That might just have put the lid on the MVP award. We'll see. They didn't go with the top scorer yesterday, Nimir. They went with Earnhardt and Denda, who were very good support roles. But Muzeski's been a standout in this Suntory comeback. Kai off the net. Setters out of the equation. Nimir out of system, but not out of luck. Nimir keeps his team in the hunt with his 35th point of the game. And if they turn it round from here, Nimir surely gets the MVP nod. You can't keep him out of the scoring. He started the match 36 points ahead of Kento Miura the opposite from Stings, who is the second best scorer in the country. He will extend that lead, I think, after this display. 11-13. Good hit from Takanashi. Swivka keeps it in play. Muzeski out of system, puts it wide. Well, he is prone to do that now and again. And if he's going to miss a shot, that's the shot he misses. Timeout Olivier Lecar, and he'll be very grateful he kept that one up his sleeve. You have to have light and shade in sport, and by that I mean you have to have good matches and you have to have less good matches, because then you get to understand what is brilliant. You get to understand what is entertaining. You get to understand what is dramatic. But this SV League delivers drama at an astonishing rate. Match in, match out, we get big finishes to sets and then occasionally to matches. In control, 3 points up, Suntory Sunbirds are now back in the mixer. This is huge. And in the context of their season, this is huge. Top 6 teams battling for those playoff spots, and in 4th place, Suntory can't afford another loss today. Takanashi resumes. Swivka passes a long way off the net. And it's trusted again to that man, Muzeski. And this time the trust is well placed. He plants it on the floor and he marches back to the service line. Good decisions from Oya. 34 points. Muzeski just a point behind Nimir in this match, but with the chance to take the glory. He'll be looking for the ace. 2 match points then for Suntory Sunbirds to win a 5-setter for the 2nd weekend running. They had to do it against Sakai Blazers last weekend via the tiebreaker. Can they do it today against Wolfdogs? Big hit, good pass. Nimir into the block, and Suntory have won the game. 5 stunning sets. We're going to have to hold our final celebration for a challenge, because Ernaut, right in the middle of all of that, thinks he's spotted something different to the referees. Well, Suntory were midway through massive celebration there, and they've been made to wait. And this is what the video challenge systems in all sports do. They sometimes deny you the big finish. And this might take a little while to get to the right frames. Nimir waits. Has he saved it or hasn't he? Even if he has, Suntory still have an attack for the match. So here's the swing. That's definitely, well, that's definitely touched the block, but it's dropped into court. Referees have got a pickle to sort out here again, and it's a big, big call. Well, if the decision of the referee was that that hadn't touched the block, but it has touched the block, we replayed the point. It wasn't really clear from the ref initially. I'll be absolutely honest, I was watching the Suntory celebration. If it hasn't touched the block, then it is surely Suntory's point, and it is the end of the game. We're about to find out. And what was I saying about drama? It's time for just a little bit more. So there we go. There was no touch on the block. It is, eventually, Suntory Sunbirds' victory. And for the 2nd weekend in a row, after being beaten in game 1, they've come back strong in game 2. 15-12 in the 5th. Suntory Sunbirds Osaka beat Wolfdogs Nagoya by 3-2 away from home. Well, that's nice. That's something you get at this level, but particularly in the SV League. Tremendous amount of respect from the home fans to the away team, and a tremendous amount of respect between